Hello, great people. Shocking news. It don't happen, no. The Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, has denied calling Lieutenant A.M. Yerima a fool. You will recall that Lieutenant Yerima was the naval officer that gave Nyesom Wike the embarrassment of his life while trying to seize lands that belongs to serving and retired top military officers. On this episode of Politics with Joshua Plug, now investigation we won't do. And this investigation we won't do, not be only me go do one. Now you and I go do one, because in a moment I'll play you a video of where the minister said he didn't call Lieutenant Yerima a fool. I look forward to your impression about that in the comment section. Is the minister lying or not? Then we will confirm that by playing you the video of what happened on that day. I'll play you a 30-second clip of what happened. Then you will hear it yourself. What did the minister talk? She na fool. I been a food. I been a fool in terms of FULL. You will tell me what you hear in that particular video. Then after that, we'll dissect the associated issues as regards the character of the Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, the implication of his character for the Tinubu government, and what is likely to happen to his political career, particularly at the federal level. Then we'll also look at what the military can do to Nyesom Wike in the days ahead. We'll dissect all these issues and more on this episode of Politics with Joshua Plug, Dr. Omoshodadeji. First, let us go and watch the video of the Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, where he denied calling Lieutenant A.M. Yerima a fool. Let's watch that video. Then we come back for some great discussion. Let's watch it.
My conscience will not allow me. If I'm enforcing rules, order to other people, then I begin to say, this man, don't go there because he was former this, he was former that. Nobody does that. So those who are writing, who are talking jokes, go and find out what really happened. Some people say, I said the boy here is fool. And what I meant was this. You cannot be carrying out an illegal order. That's what I meant. I didn't say military fool. I couldn't have said that. I know the role of the military. The role they have been playing in this country. What they have passed through in fighting insurgents and terrorists. There's nobody. And I've always given my support to security agencies.
There you have it. The Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, denied ever calling Lieutenant A.M. Yerima a fool. And in his own words, you could hear him said he couldn't have said that. My dear people of God, what did you hear on that particular day? In case you have forgotten, I will play you a 30 seconds video in a moment to refresh your mind. And I can tell you that in that particular video, I heard something like fool. But then I don't want to use my own judgment. I look forward to hearing from you in the comment section. But I hear big. She na big food. She na big fool. I been a belle fool. Let's go and watch the video. Then we'll come back for some great discussion. Let's watch it.
Because an officer. Nobody does that.
We did not carry anybody.
The man took this and we will not allow because he was chief of the and then you to carry land.
Sir, everything was acquired legally.
Will you stop
and so you
that?
get the
Will you stop that?
Sir, I'm an officer, I have integrity.
Shut up, you're not put
Sir,
up,
I will not shut up.
Will you get out?
Sir, I won't shut up. Sir, I'm a
I
professional
was in
officer.
school, you're not in school.
Sir, you can't shut
Will
me
you
up.
keep quiet?
You can't
Let
shut
me
me
take
up, sir.
food.
I'm not a
We are big food.
I'm not a
You
fool,
think
sir.
I'm shooting anybody like that?
Sir, I'm not
You
a
are big
fool.
fool. Why
I am not a fool, sir.
As at the time I graduated, you were in primary school.
I'm acting on order.
Take for which
You can't
order?
call me a fool.
I just you will see whether you will not be here.
Sir, you can't call me a fool.
Go
I'm
and
a
open up your mouth,
officer.
open up.
I'm not a fool, sir. I'm an officer.
There you have it. I beg, what do you hear for that particular video? Shall Wike talk say you are a big fool? I beg talk say you be fool. I beg, what do you hear? Because I know what I heard, but I don't want to use my brain alone. So tell me, what did you hear in that particular video? She na FOOL. I been a FULL. I been a belle fool. Nyesom Wike talk. I look forward to reading from you in the comment section. But let me tell you what you are perhaps not aware of, which is that in that particular video, as Nyesom Wike was leaving that particular location in anger, he made a statement that is very consequential. He said, to hell with your so-called superiors. To hell with your so-called superiors. That statement is a very consequential statement because, as the military will say, you Wike, a bloody civilian, referring to retired military generals, referring to them as so-called, to hell with them. That statement sincerely comes with a lot of consequence. And that is why Nyesom Wike needs to be very, very careful, because the military will not take it lightly with him at all. And I believe that Nyesom Wike should be more matured in his approach. He should learn how to relate with people. He should increase his interpersonal relation, because some of the things that he says are what usually put him in trouble. And let me ask you another question, my dear people. from what you've watched in those two videos, is Nyesom Wike lying on national television? I don't know. That's why I said this video is a research video, it's an investigative video, and now what you talk, now you go home with. Is Nyesom Wike lying on national television? Because Nyesom Wike, if he is lying, you will recall that he usually abuse people of lacking in character. If he's to abuse Mr. Peter Obi, he will say, oh, Nigeria, they lack character. If he's to abuse anybody, he usually refers to character. But from what you watch in that particular video, is Nyesom Wike a man of character? Is he a man of character? What do you think? I look forward to reading from you. Another thing is that looking at Nyesom Wike, does he need to be speaking to the public without preparation? But before I go more into that, if you are watching me and you are yet to subscribe, of course, do want to subscribe to this channel so that as they bring the story, definitely go the land for your hand real time. Let us now look at another thing in that particular video, which is that I think the mistake Nyesom Wike did was he speaking without a script. Let me break it down for you. You see, nobody is above mistake, and everybody has their own moment of madness. We are all human beings. But then, if you run into trouble or if you make a mistake, the wise thing is knowing how to get away from that trouble. Or if you are in conflict with people, then your skills as regards the dynamics of conflict management has to come into bear for you to know how to manage the situation. But I can tell you that unfortunately, Nyesom Wike managed the situation very badly. And why did I say so? Nyesom Wike was speaking without a script. In such an instance, knowing fully well that, say you be basket mouth, knowing fully well that you can lose guard, you are not supposed to speak in such a gathering with a lot of microphone in front of you on a topic that is very controversial and sensitive. One of the hot button topics in Nigeria at that point in time, a topic that has attracted global attention. You are not supposed to speak without a script. You are supposed to sit down, read your script line by line, word by word, a carefully prepared script that will address the issues, that will address the concerns, and that will boost public confidence in you, especially when that confidence is eroding. That is one thing that is majorly missing in that particular occasion. And if you decide on such occasion to speak without a script, you will definitely fumble. You will definitely fumble because in such a particular gathering, what people are looking for is your mistake. What people are looking out for is how remorseful you are, what you have to say as regards what happened on that particular day. But Nyesom Wike decide to go into such a press conference without a script. What a big error. And that is why I usually say that if you know most Nigerians politicians very well, they don't invest in intellectual resources. How much does Nyesom Wike want to pay an intelligent script writer? How much does he want to pay a very good political advisor that he will listen to? Not only special advisor that they don't advise anything. Not only special advisor that they cannot even see their the person that appointed them. No. How much will it cost him to appoint a true political advisor that can advise him? How much will it cost him to appoint, to employ a good scriptwriter? Most politicians in Nigeria, they don't invest in intellectual resources. What they believe in is money and what? Private militia. Let me explain it to you. Money and private militia. Take note of that. Now, Nigerian politicians believe that because, apologies, most Nigerian citizens are largely disoriented. So if you've suffered them for almost 4 years, once you come with 5,000, 10,000 naira, once you can spend here, spend there, give this one, give that one, definitely you will have your way. Another thing is that they believe that definitely some amount of violence is needed for you to emerge victorious in elections. So what they usually invest in is acquiring a lot of money that they can disburse and spend at will. Then private militia, some of them, and what I'm telling you now is a product of a scientific research that I've done some time ago. Some of them, they don't assemble private militia. For some of them, the private militia just naturally emerge based on the kind of politics we play, which is that if you are an influential person, if you are a political figure, before you know it, some people will be gathering around you, they will be flocking you, and before you know it, they will become your source of protection. And before you know it, before you can say Jesus is Lord, they will turn themselves into whether a means of securing you or a security threat. That is why most politicians usually have private militia. Some of them, they do it knowingly, some of them unknowingly. So what most Nigerian politicians invest in is acquiring funds and having standby, should I say soft force in terms of private militia. So this is a lesson for other politicians that invest in intellectual resources just so that you don't face the embarrassment that Wike is facing at a very crucial time. Another thing in that video that would anger the military is that Nyesom Wike was mentioning high profile names in that particular video. If you watch the extended version of it, he wants to feel good. He was referring to Obasanjo, Danjuma and all that. This will even anger the military the more because you are trying to make them feel that they are nothing just because their superiors, the old guys, the Obasanjo, the T.Y. Danjuma called you. So it means that they too, they must call you. If Obasanjo decide to respect you, it means that they too, they must respect you. All this kind of comment will even anger the military the more. But in all of this, let us look at it on a soft note. Is Nyesom Wike under a spell? That's one thing we need to look at, because the way Nyesom Wike has been behaving recently, definitely you would think that, is this man under a spell? I hope it is not the god of Fubara that is fighting back, or some of the people that he has always been fighting every now and then. I hope it is not all these PDP guys, because if you look at it, there is an issue as regards land. Rather than for you to send your aides or to follow the administrative process, you went there yourself. You faced embarrassment. You have an opportunity to redeem yourself before the people and the people that you had altercations with, which is the Nigerian military. Yet you still fumble again. That is why human beings needs to be very careful. If God wants to lift you up, one thing will lead to another thing will lead to another thing. The heaven and earth will align and you will rise in glory. And if you also want to fall, God forbid, from grace to grass, one thing will lead to another thing will lead to another thing that will align together. And before you know it, the end is just near. And I just hope that the end of Wike is not just near anytime soon, because he still have a lot of life ahead of him. I hope he can redeem himself. I hope that he can make friends with his enemies. I hope that he can mend his ways. And I just hope that he listens to his friends and families, because I pity his wife, who happens to be a judge of the appeal court. It's not easy to be an husband to a judge of the appeal court. So is this how he behaves to the woman at home? I just hope that is not the case. And I just hope that Nigerians can find a good place in their heart to forgive Nyesom Wike on the condition that he too change his ways. It's been an interesting time with you on this episode of Politics with your blog, Dr. Omosholadeji. Subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past videos. See you in my next video. I love you all sincerely.